Hello, Nessa. How are you? How's the audio? Cool. Hey, Jake. What's up, bud? Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Today we're doing the hard parts. Trying to do the three-quarters view of the Night Beast. A lot of trial and error to this. But we should be able to do it. Oops, a horn goes right there. So what's going on? Just Night Beast stuff. Just drawing a Night Beast. The continuing journey, as it were. This is a tough one. Right there. Might have to give this a little more space here. It's not a problem. This guy can be moved over. Did I have a good day? Yes, today was a good day. Did a little bit of work on Photoshop. Did a little lounging around. But otherwise, good day. Let's see, maybe a little bit more room. Maybe we'll just move this a little over. I did leave that server. So. Didn't like that they weren't talking about Night Beast enough. See, I only like servers that talk about Night Beast 24/7. Nah, it's just not something I'm going to get into right here. So, but it's fine. Everything's fine. Not the end of the world. I like Discord, Jake. Yeah, it might be interesting to check out. Um, it's a lot like what we have, except there's a voice element to it that can be enabled and whatnot. There's a lot of different options. Um, um, but what we have right now isn't is perfectly fine. So, but it is an interesting platform, to be sure. No shame, no harm in asking. Let's see. And his other tooth comes around here, right? Probably. He's got little teeth under here, but his snout is covering it. Probably, right? Unless we want to change that later. Probably change it right here. His mouth is open. His teeth come around here. Let's put another guide. Seems about right. His tongue curls right behind his tooth. Comes up around here. Just something or I made up a long time ago in the April chats. And the mythos has grown ever since. It's changed and evolved. Essentially, he's very much like he's like a demon. Goes around eating goats, but that's not all he does. He also does a lot of rape. That's what nobody wants to tell you. Nobody will tell you that in their whenever you bring him up in church, nobody wants to tell you about the Night Beast, because he is a deviant character. So, I'm trying to come up with a better backstory with him. Sort of a written history. And a lot of, well, one of the reasons I'm doing this right now is so that I can do just that. Now, to be honest, the Night Beast is pretty much just a werewolf. But it's just a werewolf with horns. And I'm a big fan of werewolves. So, any chance to draw a werewolf? Werewolves aren't known for their sexual proclivities, but night beasts are. A fucking weird thing to talk about. Here we go. It's looking pretty good. We're getting there. And that's his neck comes around here. And the other backstory behind the Night Beast is that he's my roommate. You know, that I have 3 roommates. That would be Uni the Unicorn. I have a unicorn roommate. And, of course, Night Beast. And a bunny rabbit named Shitstain. And, so I have 2 competing ideas about what to do with these pictures, is to create a sort of a sitcom based on all those characters living together. or to do some sort of creepy pasta thing. But we shall see. It all seems... It's all very daunting. Hello, Lovey. Lovey-dovey, how are you? Comes around here. Then comes around here. Stream is going to be nothing but me clearing my throat for a few hours. I hope that's fine with you. That's what's going to make this a viral hit. Did you guys hear about this stream? This guy does nothing but clear his throat. It's fucking awesome. Occasionally he'll say that Jaws quote, but he doesn't do it often. Snapping black eyes like a doll's eyes. There, he did it. He did it. Now wait, he's gonna clear his throat again. I can't wait. I can't wait. Black eyes. If I was a smart guy, I would go ahead and change the layers so we could see where it came from later. But I'm not a smart guy. But now I am. I did it. Alright. His eyes are bigger than that. Bigger and more menacing black eyes. He did it again. He cleared his throat again. Oh my gosh. This guy's the next PewDiePie. Does it come up here? Is that where it comes up to? Yep. It slides back down here. Comes down here. We'll see how far we get with this one today. I want to also do get his body working as well. Put him in an action pose. Can do all sorts of stuff after that. Once we get a little body going, you can make him into one of those paper dolls. I have a little website where you can print off clothes for him. You can cut it out and take your little paper Night Beast doll and put clothes on him if you want. Or take them off, if you will. Maybe you like your Night Beast nude. I don't know. There's no wrong answers. Not when you're dealing with a Night Beast. And I hope you never have to deal with a Night Beast. I hope you only have to deal with a paper Night Beast doll. I hope that's the only experience you have with this foul demon beast. Because as much as I love him, as much as I think he's a great addition to my house, I don't recommend hanging out with him if you're a member of the opposite sex, opposite to me. Move him a little bit. It's probably fine right there. Just need a little bit of room. Think you can get away with zooming in real quick? Let's go ahead and do that. We don't need all that business on the other end. We can figure it out from here. Okay. That will go right there. Guess it gets dark over there. It's an odd set of teeth. I don't know why I did that. I guess we'll go for it. We'll go with it. He's not a dog. He's a demon. We can get away with some weird teeth. It's all set in stone now. I think they're a bit longer. This one is shorter. Maybe. 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 I'm gonna forget everybody is there and I'm gonna start embarrassing myself. I'm gonna start singing Harry Nilsson songs. If anyone is still there, I don't have the view count up. Could be completely alone out here. Which is fine, that's fine. No obligation to stay. I know this can get a little boring, a little tedious. Then his hair comes around down here. We forget to mention that the hair is around there. Yeah, it takes a little while for the notifications to go out. But that's alright. They're gonna be so pissed. I wanted to see it begin! Yeah, yesterday when I streamed, I forgot to set OBS to record it onto my hard drive. Which is not really a big deal. But I wanted to edit it. So, what I'll probably do is just record it from YouTube. Do some editing there. If there's anything there worth editing. I mean, I could probably just speed it up and forget about the audio. You know, have my my friend's Swedish Swedish death metal band do that song, about Night Beast. And I'll play that throughout the whole thing. I don't have a friend with a Swedish death metal band. I wish I did, though. I wish I was better at networking. Having like a little Rolodex, if you will. A Rolodex full of contacts. You never know when you're going to need somebody like that. Pretty sure I've met people along the way that would jump at the chance to record a song about Night Beast. Or not. Maybe not. Who knows? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you don't have to download it. Yeah, I figured out how to do it last night. I was going to do it last night, but I sat down to listen to the whole thing, and I was mortified. It's like, why would anybody watch this? But then I fell asleep, and so maybe there's a few nuggets here and there in the audio. I don't know. Probably not. I mean, I did go on that 15-minute rant about Jews, but I don't think I want that to remain out on the internet. I'm kidding. I love the Jews. Big fans of Israel here. Me and Night Beast. That's what this stream is going to turn into. Apologetics. I'm going to get into PewDiePie levels of trouble. And no, I do not watch. I don't keep up with PewDiePie, so I just know he gets himself in trouble every once in a while. I don't know why. I did see the Rice Gum video today that iDubbbz did. I thought that was pretty fantastic. The guy was so dead on. And I've never seen a Rice Gum video, but he's really good at poking fun at the absolutely absurd things that go on YouTube. Okay, this underpainting is done. Sometimes I just keep on doing this because I'm scared. I'm scared to get into it. But we must continue on. Turn down the flow. Let's see. How is the fur working? Yeah, this needs to get refined a little better, but like I said, I don't even know if I'm going to use that one. That was just there to as a basis, so we know definitively what a night beast looks like. What does a night beast look like? Who knows? Who knows what a night beast looks like? Who can tell? No one who has ever seen a night beast has lived to tell the tale. It's not true because he's my roommate. See him all the time. Unless, of course, it's time to do the dishes, then I can't find him at all. We've all had roommates like that. But he has their little quirks. And of course, I can't have the unicorn do the dishes, because he's got hooves. And the bunny can't do dishes, because she only has 3 paws. She is essentially disabled, and always throws that in my face.
It's not true, Devers. I just don't like doing silverware with my little paws.
Yeah, I don't know. You probably shouldn't be here. It always gets a little bit embarrassing for me when you're here.
This is okay. You want to roll up?
No, I don't want to roll. You know I don't like rolls. Not a fan. I get stuck in my teeth. Same with Night Beast. Night Beast doesn't eat Rolos because they get stuck in his teeth. But a lot of things get stuck in his teeth. Goat parts and women's underwear. But that is a story for another time. We gotta get rid of these guides. We don't need these guides anymore. They're triggering me. We don't need it. Davis, we don't need the guides anymore. Don't be ridiculous. Nobody wants to see your blue lines. Nobody came here to see your blue lines. Nobody came to hear your fake bunny rabbit talk in that ridiculous voice. They're here for one reason and one reason alone. Black eyes like a doll's eyes. That's it. That's what they really want. What's the CPU at? CPU is at 15%. I was really worried that this thing was going to take up too much power. It's not the world's greatest computer. It was back in the day. But she is quite the workhorse, I have to tell you. You call your computer female? You gave her a female name? I haven't given her a name. Just given her a gender. Nothing wrong with that. That's not creepy. Where is this eye? Okay, it comes up here. This is where light bounces, right here. A little bounce of light right there. tend to pay attention a lot to how things fold and how light hits things. Make little notes in your head. And of course, a lot of times you don't have the vocabulary to know what these things are. So, it's another thing I've been trying to do, is trying to get the nomenclature right for a lot of these things. It's one of my artist friends would do. He was a painter of buildings as well. We both did that sort of thing, cityscapes. He did a lot more than that. He was one of the best artists I've ever known. But what he would suggest was actually really great. It's like, anywhere you go, just look at everything. You know, develop a language. You see things that you don't know what they are, just, you know, name them something else and figure out what they are. Look at the light. Look at how the light hits things. Catalog it in your brain. And he was like that. He was very observant about things. He's one of those, he would never call himself a person with a photographic mind. And that's certainly not what people with photographic memories do. Or maybe they do, I don't know. I don't have one. But I certainly took that lesson to heart. It's another reason why I'm never bored. I've never been bored. Some people get bored. Some things are boring. I've seen Blade Runner. But I've never been bored. I always sort of lived inside my own head. But that advice of looking at things and taking it all in, it's a very yogic thing. It's and it's in everything, you know, hospital waiting rooms and whatnot. You'd think it'd be the most boring thing. But there's always something to take in. I mean, if you left your book at home, of course, which I've done. Tiles, like marble tiles on the floor. I got so much of that in my head. One of my favorite things to paint is marble tiles. I can paint them all day. That and clouds. Paint clouds forever. I call that my dessert. Whenever I'm painting outside or painting buildings, it gets to that point. Put a few clouds in there and I'll be stuck painting those clouds for like 4 hours. Playing around with them. And that was one of the criticisms that I got, was that I overwork my paintings. So, a lot of truth to that. Not something I understood at the time. How do you overwork a painting? But now that I see it, after I've had some distance from it, I kind of see what they're talking about. Hell, maybe I'm overworking this. I probably am. But it's hard to get distance from yourself. Hard to be your own critic. That's why it's so good that there's an internet, so everybody else can be your critic for you. Which I don't mind. Criticism's fine. Nothing wrong with that. People get more defensive than I do about my criticism. Don't understand that at all. I did a series of paintings for a television show. Just like fan stuff. And so when I went, I would debut them on their fan site, and some people would like them, some people wouldn't, some people just weren't into it, and some had valid criticism. I'm like, okay, you know what? That is a good point, I would say. And then other people would kind of white knight me. That's ridiculous. How dare they say that? No, that's fine. Completely cool. That's what makes the world go around. My thing with criticism was, you can always tell what's valid criticism and what's not. It's like how it makes you feel. Like, criticism I know that, is right. It's like something that kind of hurts. It's like, wait, It's because you know deep down in your head that, that they're right. That you fucked up or something. So. But if it's not valid, or if, and it doesn't hurt you, then if you don't feel bad about it, it's probably just bullshit. Probably just a matter of taste. Which there is no accounting for, as the saying goes. He cleared his throat again. I can't believe it. This guy's amazing. Is that what the comments are saying? Oh my god, they're blowing up. They can't stop talking about it. This guy clears his throat. It's like angels singing. I've seen a lot of live streams with people clearing their throats, but this guy, this David Combs character, he's the tops. He's the best one in the business. That's why I come here. Oh, I'm surprised you didn't tell me. Well, it's been our secret for years. Years? He's been clearing his throat for years? Yes, he has. Moan for you? Moan for you? I don't even know if I know how to moan. I guess I could moan like a ghost would. But I don't think that's what you're talking about. But maybe it is. Maybe you were you're a moaning connoisseur, and you're into all sorts of moaning. And here I am assuming. But, okay, so let me do a ghost moan for you. Try to do that. Try to please my fan base, my new fan base, my moaning fan base. It's not all about throat clearing. I also do moaning, ghost moaning. It's kind of appropriate. Not that night beasts do a lot of moaning. Their night beast victims do a lot of moaning. But it's kind of scary. Kind of has a Halloween feel. Ooh. 5 out of 7. What a weird rating system. You didn't go with 10? I guess in the elite world of moaning competitions, they just judge out of 7. But 5 out of 7's alright. That's like... It's pretty good. The Russian moaners have never gotten above 4. There was that one guy, Anton Leknev. He was their best moaner on the team, but he was shit to American moaners. So I take a 5. I'll take a 5. Now you're asking Anton Leknev, what does his moan sound like? Let me give you an example. Very guttural. It's not a moan. And they still gave him a 4. It's rigged. It's all politics and that kind of shit. Now they have great throat clearers in Russia. It's because their guttural moaning causes them to clear their throat all the time. So it kind of feeds the beast, so to speak. Talking about nonsense right now. This guy's just talking about nonsense this whole time. That's not what I came to hear about. I want to know about Night Beast. Is Night Beast gonna come around and steal my wife? Steal my beautiful wife? I don't know. I don't have that fucking answer, pal. Just need to watch your wife. Don't let her go into the woods alone. Don't let her talk you into raising goats. It's a fucking surefire way to get your wife stolen by a night beast. Raising goats. So many women. I think it would be a great idea. Oh, but honey, what about the goat's milk we could get? Goat's milk is good for you. What happens? Stolen by a night beast. It's their own damn fault. And all the goats. There's no more goats. You think they'd leave the goats alone? No, the night beast doesn't give a shit about that. Take the goats, take the women. I'll leave you alone with your sadness. It's just what he does. Exactly. A little goat there. Does that count as a cloak clearing? Cloak clearing? Wow. A throat clearing. That was a cough. There might be a few coughs too. But I'm not in competition for coughs. I usually like to mute myself before I cough, but couldn't do it. Got away from me. I saw that goat and it triggered me. The night beast in me came out. You have a night beast in you? No, I don't. Or everybody does, really. Everybody has a little night beast in them. That's something like a self-help book would say, right? Oh, everybody has a little night beast in them. That's a cop-out. Some people go through whole lives without having any kind of night beast instinct. Some people have them all the time. That's just the way people are. People are crazy. Not to get too into like current events or anything, but obviously it's a crazy world that we live in, full of darkness. Okay, I need to get into the highlights. Or do we? Maybe we'll just do these teeth. These teeth are kind of a chore. Might as well get it done right now. Zoe never told me. She never told me how my moan was. I'll never know. I'll never know. Never know if my moan can pass the muster to get on the team. It's alright though. I don't really care. But I do. No, I don't. I do. Okay. 5 out of 7 is a perfect score. Has there ever been a 7 out of 7 recorded in the annals of moan competition? I don't keep up with it. So I don't know. I might be an asshole to even talk about something I don't know. Is it a meme? Oh no. I always feel bad when I don't know what a meme is. I mean, I know what a meme is, but when a meme gets past me. I feel like I'm out of the loop. And you know me, I always want to be cool. I always gotta know what the kids are up to. That's what all this Night Beast stuff is about. I got my finger on the pulse of the nation's youth with this whole Night Beast stuff. I know what they want. More Night Beasts. With their MTV. And they're keeping up with their Kardashians, and I know. I know all about it. I am tempted to do a Night Beast and Kylie Jenner photo manipulation. I don't know why. It's just the Night Beast in me, I guess. But that's how you get the views. That's how you do it. I know how the system works. Or do I? I don't know if I do. Maybe I don't. Maybe I only think I know. Okay. His hair comes down here. I guess that's the way it goes. We'll see. We know better when we do the body later. It's all speculation at this point. So what did it look like before? We're getting there. Now we gotta do some highlights. This thing can be cleaned up too, but then again, we won't be using that much. I don't know. We'll see. This is the one we're really going to be concerned with. This is the one we need to get right. And then maybe tomorrow we'll do another one of his head looking down. Maybe another one with his mouth closed. Maybe another one with his sticking out his tongue. One with a birthday hat on. One with him wearing a leisure suit. All sorts of stuff. All stuff we need to do for the app. The Dress Up Night Beast app. It's for Android and for iOS. Branching out, guys. I'm selling out. I did think about getting into that. Still thinking about it. But we shall see. We shall see where this goes. Night Beast. Let's clear this up. Clean it up a little bit. Okay, we're at an hour now. CPU still chugging along at 13%. That's very good. There we go. Just the tip of the Night Beast horn. That's what we're doing. We're just working on the tip. That's what Night Beast says. Just the tip. But it's always more. What did I say I was going to do? Highlights? We shall see. We'll do that. Start with right here. So over here. Just gotta build up fur. Still at a flow of 1%. It's no good. We'll be here all day. How was that one? It's pretty good. Everything you hoped it would be. Does the stream stop? I got a notification that OBS disconnected. It's just weird. How can OBS disconnect and the stream still be going? Oh, hello, Katie. Thank you. Yeah, he's coming along. Slowly but surely. Taking shape. Do need to figure out what's going on with his eyes. His eyes. His black eyes. It's like a doll's eyes. You knew that was coming. I've got to be 5 out of 7 on that voice, right? I mean, it's not the best impersonation, but I don't know. It's good, isn't it? 2 to 3 minutes to reconnect until the stream goes down. Oh, okay. Yeah, it reconnected within a few seconds, so... Good to know. I did not know that. It's never happened to me before. It's just what I tell the ladies. It's never happened to me before. They're always really nice about it. Happens to all guys. But then I get really defensive. You don't know. Start throwing things around. Just leave me alone, Karen! You'd never want to touch me. Shut up, Karen! Like in this scenario, I'm apparently some abusive guy. Married to a lady named Karen. I don't know why I've done this to myself. Or maybe I've doxed myself. Maybe I really am married to a woman named Karen. We have terrible fights. Just knockout, drag-out fights. All to have to do with intimacy issues. I don't know why I'm bringing it up now. Maybe I'm just reaching out. You never loved me, Karen. I don't know why I have that voice either. It's the voice that Karen fell in love with. Or at least she told me that she fell in love with that voice. I don't think she fell in love with that voice at all. It was the Black Eyes voice. She really fell in love with. Black eyes, like a doll's eyes. Too much. Don't worry, we can save it. I flew too close to the sun. This is not true black. Let me see how black this is. Not true black. Just something I try not to do. In painting, actually, I don't paint with black. To get the black color, you would mix ultramarine blue and burnt sienna, and that becomes your darkest color. Black is a terrible thing to have on your palette. Doesn't mix well with anything. So don't do it. That's my advice for painting. But we're not painting. We're just fooling around with Photoshop. believe that's called naturalistic painting, is when you don't have black on your palette. Let's see. No big deal with his hair. It's all just little flourishes. I'm getting caught up in the hair again. Just get caught up in things sometimes. Can't help it. Can't be helped. It's a compulsion of mine. Get caught up in things and can't see the forest for the trees. But it's also what drives me to do this, so it is what it is. Let's see, what is that color? It's not the color I want. Here we go. That's the true color. That's the true color. Black eyes like a doll's eyes. Guess we'll move over here now. See what this is. See how we deal with this nose. It's not dealt with very well over there, I'll tell you that much. But it's alright. We'll figure it out. Black eyes like a doll's eyes. Going to mute the microphone while I clear my throat. So that one was for me. It wasn't for you. I feel like you're all throat clearing fetishes. And I don't want that. I don't want that to be my audience. I've decided. People are disgusting. All you want to do is hear me clear my throat. So the other question is, what kind of gingivitis does this guy have? Probably none. I don't think you have to worry about that kind of stuff when you're a demon. Probably it can regenerate a lot of parts of his body if he ever loses it. It's one of the benefits of being a demon. One of the old creatures. You've been around forever. Imagine one of the drawbacks is that you've been around forever. This Night Beast is essentially a... he's been there, done that. So I don't know. I don't know why he still goes around stealing women and all that sort of thing. I guess it's like the best thing. It's like, what do you want me to do? Maybe I should ask him. Why do you do this, Night Beast? You know, I've noticed a pattern. He only goes out at night if there's nothing else on the television. I remember the time he finished The Wire, or season 4 of The Wire. Season 5 hadn't come out yet, and once that was over, he was just irate. And then we didn't see him around for a couple days. And we know what that means. We don't even have to ask him what that means. He's out stealing women from goat farms. Why? Because there's nothing better to do. Nothing good on the television. So what do I have to do? I have to go out looking for something for him to watch. When he came back, I was like, listen, there are 6 seasons of The Shield. Here you go. And it eventually became, we got through 6 seasons of The Shield, and of course the 6th season sucks, so I don't know. He became even more irate. Stole a lot of women that week. I don't know if it's the 6th season of S.H.I.E.L.D. that sucks. I can't remember. There's one of them, though. It's not very good. It's been a while since I watched that one. Probably will not watch it again. Although I did like it at the time. Let's see. This is a half throat clearing stream, and it's half David talks about old shows like a snob, which is fine. That's what like half of YouTube is anyway, right? All these critics on YouTube, which is also good. I like some of those guys. I like Red Letter Media. Is a good one. They're right. It's pretty simpatico with my tastes in things, so I tend to trust them when they talk about what films to watch. But there's a few other ones that I find ridiculous. Neither here nor there. People have different opinions. I'm not going to talk about that sort of thing. It's perfectly fine. Put your opinions out on YouTube. Or is it? That's the question. I don't know what I'm talking about. I never know what I'm talking about. Do I? Do you know? Oh, that's some detail we can do. Let's zoom in, guys. Let's go. Let's go a little bit further. Let's see how fucking crazy we can go. That's probably too much. But we know Night Beast has a tongue. We know this to be true. Actually, let's go quicker. What do we got? What is it at? Do I not have the counter? Okay, yeah, we're at 100%. So, I guess that's fine. So what do we know about Night Beast as far as his tongue goes? Well, it's probably pretty coarse. Like a cat's tongue. He's got a coarse tongue, like a cat's tongue, and black eyes like a doll's eyes. And that's easy enough to do. Just a little suggestion, so people know. All textural things are fun. Just so you know. Just so you know, if you see a night beast, you're like, now I know. His coarse tongues. Ooh. Or I don't know, maybe you're into that. I don't know. And it's not my place to judge you. People are into different things. It's fine. I would give Night Beast like a pitchfork tongue, but I have a feeling that he can like manipulate the shape of his tongue, so we'll work on that later when he's doing something disgusting. Something devious. Ooh, what a guy. These are things we know about Night Beast. He's into some weird shit. What does those teeth look like again? It's fine. So they're probably a little flatter. So the gums probably come up around here, right? These are just grinding teeth, so they're not that sharp. But, here we go. Maybe this comes around here. Don't come around here no more, right? What sad news, right? Oh, Tom Petty. One of the greats. True legend. I don't know if they still have it on Netflix, but they had a just an insanely long Tom Petty documentary. I think it's split into 2 parts, but it's like, I don't know, like 6 hours long, or maybe I'm making that up. Maybe it's only about 4 hours long, but really great. Really great thing to watch. I love all that stuff. Hell, I watched a documentary on Rush. Now, I don't like Rush. Never been a Rush fan. But but I watched this documentary on Rush. And I was like, oh, okay. Kind of appreciated him for the first time in my life. What does this guy do? He does this talk about documentaries and clear his throat. It's not why I'm here. It's not why I came to this stream. I was told he was a moaner. I thought he was a championship moaner. Heard he won all sorts of prizes. I'm not convinced on this tooth right here. I'm not convinced that that's the way it should be. It's fine though. Nothing's written in stone. But I am getting kind of sidetracked. Let me just concentrate on these teeth. I'm really in the weeds now. Give it up. Stop. Okay. It might be a sandpaper-like tongue. This might be true. In fact, we know that it is. But it is also a wet tongue. I don't want you to think that it is not well lubricated. It is actually quite well lubricated. What's this guy? He has a stream and he talks about how tongues are lubricated? Is that what he does? No, it's not just that. He clears his throat a lot. Ah. It's amazing. Yeah, it's so fucking great. And you know what? He's also a championship moaner. A championship moaner? Don't you mean a champion moaner? Moaner? He's a mower too. He also mows a lot. He doesn't talk about that too much. Ever since the accident. What else does he do? You know that scene in Jaws? No, I've never seen it. You've never seen Jaws? No. What's it about? Oh my god. Get out of my house. Get out. What? Because I never saw Jaws? You're kicking me out of your house? Get out. Alright. Fuck that shit, man. Alright. I'm out of here. Dude. I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. I don't know what that was. What else does he do on his stream? Oh, he has these little vignettes of drama that he has with made up people. Oh, does he? Yeah. I had no idea. What a great stream to watch. It is sort of. It's sort of a, you know. But he goes on these long pauses without saying anything. So it's kind of boring. Is it though? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Get out of my house, Gerald! Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Fucking talking about nonsense. Poor Gerald. He always gets the shaft from his friend. But he is kind of an asshole for not watching Jaws, or not even knowing what Jaws is. That's fucking inexcusable. So I kind of see his point. Then again, he's not real, so what do I know? Lovey walked out of the room and came back. Oh! Came back to me talking about Jaws or something. I don't know. The stream is, there's a little bit of a delay for me, so I'm not hearing it back because that would drive me insane. So I don't know when you walked in. Was it when I was talking about Israel? If she says yes, then I'll know. Then I'll know she's not a true fan. It's all a test. Testing everybody. Just like Gerald's friend tests him all the time. Movie trivia knowledge. Fucking Gerald. He's always on the hot seat with his friend. I don't know why he puts up with it. So they grew up together. In the same street. I mean, he moved away later on when his dad lost that job at the factory. But they kept in touch. They didn't move that far away. They still went to the same high school. And then they went to the same college. They're just close dudes. They didn't really have anything in common, though. It was just a relationship of convenience, and they, I don't know, sort of grew together like that. Sometimes that's the way friends are. And they bicker and they fight. What happens in the stream again? Oh, he just makes up people. Just makes up fucking random people. There's this guy named Gerald. He doesn't exist. Huh. What's his friend's name? I don't know. He didn't give him a name. He's kind of lazy. And you watch this shit? Yeah. I'm addicted. I love it. Love to watch this. It's my favorite show. It's my favorite show. Why are you talking like that? It's my favorite show. Oh my god, you're stuck in a refrigerator. Oh, get me out of the refrigerator. I'm stuck in a refrigerator. What goes on in that stream again? Oh, you did this whole bit about a guy stuck in a refrigerator. People don't get stuck in refrigerators. That's like old-timey stuff. Well, I don't know how old this guy is. Maybe that's a real issue with him. I don't know. Write in the comments. See if he is if he gets triggered by refrigerators. If that's a thing. No, I don't want to write in the comments. Why? I'm shy. Why are you shy? You know. You know why I'm shy. I don't even know where I am, what level I'm at as far as the fourth wall. Is this still Gerald and his friends? I have no clue. I've lost it. I've lost my mind. Oh, sandpaper tongues. Oh, championship motor. Oy vey. That takes a while. See, it takes me a while to get to the comments. And then it takes there's a significant amount of lag from there. So who knows what's going on. Uh-oh. Sing is not responding. That's not good. Stylus is not responding. What does he do in this stream again? Oh, that's what it was. I was on the wrong layer. Does he even know what he's doing? He seems to make a lot of stupid mistakes. I don't know. I just watch him so you can just watch him freak out. He gets really triggered. Starts freaking out about stuff. Like what? What kind of stuff does he get freaked out about? I don't know. Just watch him. He'll freak out about something any second. I'm watching him. He's not doing anything. He's not saying anything. He hasn't even cleared his throat in a while. What's going on? He's building up to it, Gerald. Just watch him. Ah, look, I didn't know he was going to do that. I didn't know he was going to put fur there. That was a nice touch. You're starting to realize why I was never bored. I had all sorts of characters in my head. And then he talks about his childhood sometimes. Oh yeah? Is it insightful stuff? Not really. Not really. That might be Gerald. It might be. Gerald might be a, might be blonde. I don't know. I've never seen him. I've only heard his voice. Wait, he's talking about you, Gerald. What? He just mentioned your name. Dude, I just did it again. I got on the wrong layer. Oh well. Da, 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 da. And he makes these little songs. They're wonderful. Well, you've got me, Gerald. I think this guy is worth watching. Let me fire up the old computer, and I'll watch it. What's his name? His name is PewDiePie. It was never about me. The whole time. That was the twist. It was the Shyamalan twist at the end. Gerald and his friend were not talking about me at all. We're talking about someone completely different. About a real storyteller, a real craftsman of stories. Oh my God, look at him. He's getting really close into that eye. Can't believe it. It's really frightening. Puts a little reflection right there. Ooh, it's so spooky. These are things, little details. Black eyes like a doll's eyes. Just bring this up here. Just dab it. I'll do little dabs, not Jake Paul dabs, just regular dabs. I know Jake Paul likes to dab. The Paul brothers and their dabbing. Nothing wrong with that. Not gonna take that away from him. See, I only mention Jake Paul and his brother so that I can be relevant to the kids. I'm always trying to stay in the loop. That's getting there. Alright, what about his nose, David? He's probably got like a coarse kind of nose, you think, right? Who are you? What are you doing in here? I'm just asking you. His nose probably needs a little texture too. Yeah, but how did you get in here? You're right about the nose, though. It does need a little texture. We don't need to worry about too much. I assume it gets a little dark around this edge. Dark nose. And what did we decide? Did we decide something about that tooth? There's always an issue with that sort of stuff, isn't there? Let's check it out. Let's check it out. So, not much to be gleaned from that. Okay, first of all, it's too thick. So I can shave it off a little bit. And from here, you can see they're wider over here. Probably too close over here. So we need to shave off this part. That's what we need to do, and that tongue is the wrong color too. So that's something we can take care of real quick. Or is it the wrong color? Maybe it's just not saturated enough. Let's just see. Image adjust saturation. Let me just fuck around. Give him a nice purple tongue. Green tongue. Why would he do that? Gerald, this is just something he does. Alright. That's fine. Increase the contrast a little bit. And the brightness? Maybe? I guess that's fine. Gonna need a little few tweaks in there somewhere. Why do I have the clown, that circus stuff in my head? I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a clown. Because I'm a sad clown. I've always been a sad clown, really. There's always been a part of me that's been sad. Sad clown. Sad clown. Shave it away, shave it away. Keep the clown in your head silent, please. That's better. That's better. Can deal with that. Keep the clown in your head silent. Are you triggered by clowns, Lovey? Is that what's going on? Can't remember. I try not to do the Batman voice when I know you're here. I don't have a Batman voice. Muting now. I don't know why people watch him. This guy's a real asshole. Likes to trigger people. There was a girl on his stream and she was frightened of clowns and he wouldn't let up. He just kept on making clown voices. The whole night. Really? Mm-hmm. It's not cool. Yeah, he's not cool. Fuck him, man. Fuck his stream. Alright. I lost him. I lost Gerald and his friend. They left. They may never be back. It's the way things are. Flesh up this part right here. Looks a little weird. It's fine. Stuff happens. So how long have we been streaming? A little under 2 hours. And I've already lost 2 subscribers. Gerald and his friends. His friends. No, he just had one friend. One good friend. Now they're gone. All because I couldn't shut up. All because I kept on talking about Israel. I didn't come here for that. I didn't come here for that kind of business. Okay, over here we have another issue we need to deal with. Something about how the light hits this. Okay, if the light is hitting this, this needs to come back further. Can't see the forest for the trees. Yeah, it has to come back around here. It's fine. Bye, M. Thanks. Here we go. He's looking like a soft guy right now. I'm pretty happy with that. He's looking like a soft guy. But as the fur goes down here, it should be longer. longer tufts of fur. Must be aware of that. So, darker colors. There you go. This is what we must be aware of, is that the fur, when the night beast fur gets down to the neck level, it becomes tufts of fur. So, by adding some shade underneath it, you can make the illusion of these tufts of fur. But we won't get too caught up in it. We are not doing the body yet. Question about those horns. We brighten them up. I think they could stand to be brightened up. But how bright? How bright should they be? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I've never known. You asking me these questions, and I don't have the answers. I've never really had the answers for you, Karen. There's always something that you assumed that I had. And then when you grew up and matured into a fine young woman, you started to have the answers for yourself. And where was I? Far away on the ships. Just a sad old crab fisherman. And when you married that man, I knew I'd lost my little girl forever. What does this guy do on his stream? I don't know, he just talks in weird voices. Sometimes it doesn't even make any sense. Like, what kind of stuff does he say? He made up some stuff about a crab fisherman having a daughter, and I don't know, the relationship with his daughter was weird. Made me uncomfortable. I don't know if I want to watch a stream like that. It's not the kind of thing I want to get into. You're right. We should watch those other streams. Is there an animal giving birth? No. There's always an animal giving birth somewhere, right? Well, it's not a hard and fast rule, Gerald. Sometimes there's animals giving birth, sometimes there isn't. So what makes it special? Yeah, but it just seems like every time I get onto... Gerald! I'm telling you, it's not always going to be the case. Well, can you at least look it up for me? You can look it up. You can look it up yourself. You know I don't know how to spell. What was this guy's stream about? It's all about this guy named Gerald. Doesn't know how to spell. I thought he was drawing a night beast. I thought that's what he did. Nah, that's what you think it's going to be about. About a guy talking about drawing a night beast. But then it becomes this whole drama about this crab fisherman and this guy named Gerald. Basically turns into If on a Winter's Night. What? What is this stream about? What is this stream about again? It's this guy. He makes references to Italian literature. while he draws a night beast. If on a winter's night a traveler. That's the one. Couldn't think of the full name for a second. Yeah, he thinks he's like so much smarter than he is. What a fucking douchebag. I'm not gonna watch his stream anymore. I'm not gonna watch it. I don't blame you. What a weird guy. Alright, we gotta take care of this brow problem. Just a little bit of a brow problem right here. You gotta figure it out. It's not something that we know. That's fine. It's fine. I thought there was a bigger problem than there was. Karen, I thought there was a bigger problem. But it's fine, Karen. It's fine. We're back together. We've only lost a few years. Now we can catch up. But Karen doesn't want anything to do with you. Stop calling the house. Who is this? It's Jim. Karen's husband. We don't want you calling the house anymore. What's this guy do on his stream? It's fucking stupid. This talks about a bunch of stupid shit. It's been a long time since I've saved. Can you imagine if this program just crashed? I would have had to stream this whole thing over and over again. What a disappointment that would be. Actually, you know what? It wouldn't have been that bad. Because what I could have done, I'm not saying that I want to do this or it's ideal, but I could just do a screen grab of the stream and go from there. So, it's a little silver lining just in case things go wrong. Not that I'm going to make a habit of it, but... If things go wrong, what do you mean if things go wrong? Things won't go wrong again, Karen. Things won't go wrong. It'll be just like old times. Just like old times. It's never going to be just like old times. It's just not the way things are. I don't know. It's getting to that point. It's about time to call it quits. Is it that time? It's always that time for you, Karen. It's always going to be that time. You always give up on everything. Am I Karen? Am I Karen now? Is that what I've done to myself? Really worked myself into a situation. What's that guy doing? It's like, it says his name is Karen. I don't know, he's got some issues. He's definitely got a few issues, this guy. Well, let's watch him and see if he has a breakdown. Okay. We could also watch him to see if he gives birth to an animal. He's not going to give birth to an animal, Gerald. You don't know that. true. You don't know that. Oh, he can hear us. Hide. What are you guys doing in my house? Get out of my house. Get out of my house.
If we stay perfectly still, he can't see us.
I smell you. What's this guy's stream about again? I don't know. If you ask me, that part really got old. He keeps on saying the same thing over and over again. It's like, we get it. That's the bit. It's enough. He keeps on doing the fur over and over again. It's like he's got compulsions. Strange compulsions. It's not compulsions, I'm just trying to get it right. He's arguing with himself. It's weird. I don't know anybody like that. I don't know anybody who argues with themselves. So let's watch him. Let's see if he has a breakdown. I don't know. I think that's probably it. So, as we do, this is our different faces of the night beast, as it were. Let me move this one to the side. How far? That one there. This is for that album cover, right? Yes. It'll take a while. We'll still think about if this is what the Night Beast looks like. But for now, I think that's pretty good. Maybe the head that can go a little higher. Wonder where. Yeah, that might be something. Think about that. Yeah, we'll give that some thought. And then maybe we could put ears. Coming behind the hair a little bit. Yeah, I think we need ears. Fuck it. We need ears. Alright, we'll do that next time. We'll call that a cleanup period, and we'll try to do that, and we'll try to put him on a body. So, let's look at what he looked like before. Blop, blop, blop. Sound effects. And we'll go ahead and stop for the night. Good night, everyone.